Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. So today, Thursday, we take a look at the cryptocurrencies as usual. So on the high time frames, we do not have a big changes. So you can see the market actually anemic, shows mostly flat action. That's why our attention currently mostly will stand with the lower time frames. But still, as the time till the end of the January is melting and market is coming to the closing of the January, here is we come into the vital moment of the closing of this month. So closing below the lows of the December could erase the grabber and the big part of the potential bullish context. This will be not really good sign. So in general, the performance of the January, it also brings no really optimism, is because you can see market tested yearly pivot point and dropped lower. So standing below the long-term pivot, it suggests existing some bearish sentiment in the market. And the same thing you could see from the price behavior. On the weekly chart, it's also nothing really interesting. So market is forming smaller and smaller trading wicks, although you could see that performance, for example, on interest rates stands really significant. So it's big rally of the interest rates have happened this week. Gold market is rebounding on the geopolitical tensions, but Bitcoin stands really flat. So it cross-market analysis and watching how market behaves in relation to other markets, which is supposedly should be kind of the competition between these markets, as it's widely presented in the mass media that the Bitcoin is a rival of the gold, it's a safe haven assets, and so on. So currently you could see that Bitcoin has really weak relation to the gold market. It is just the duplicate of the interest rates, the mirror of the interest rates. Mirror interest rate stands flat, and take a look at the 10-year yield. Mirror interest rates have rallied, Bitcoin has collapsed. You can see this is daily chart, but in general you could see it even on the weekly. Interest rate stands flat after reaching an important target. Bitcoin also stands flat. So this is just the Bitcoin market currently was building in a classical investment strategy. So it is treated as the second quality of the risky asset, and market traded correspondingly. So with this you can see another inside wick is forming on the Bitcoin, with standing below, actual market stands below these recent lows, or very close to it. It brings also nothing good. So usually when the market has some bullish potential or stands ready for reversal, it usually shows spike, grabbing stumps, and fast return at back up. I already talked about this. This market has broken and stands with the second wicks below actually previous lows. It's, well, as long as it stands rounded, it's more chances that this will proceed lower. And also we keep in mind this type of with the diversions, right? So currently too few reasons to invest. This is really a lot of risks currently stands on the table, which keep us aside from the taking long-term position on Bitcoin market, at least now. On the daily chart, I also would like to attract your attention to important thing. So where I keep monitoring the price action in the previous collapse, next collapse, and many signs, it's very similar, right, in the behavior. So drop, retracement, retesting of the upper border. Again, here the same thing, collapse back to the lows, collapse back to the lows, sideways action, retesting, and upward action. Here we have very small pullback here, and take a look what we have. Actually, this type of action calls as the bearish dynamic pressure. When the trend stands bullish by the MACD line, so you can see price stands above the red line, which is the MACD predictor. So, and here we have the same. Even price here is moving a bit lower, but trend stands bullish. This is sign of bearish dynamic pressure, and I suggest, based on this sign, that these lows should be taken out. Whether it will be just spike down or it will be a real breakout, which is also very probable, but somehow market should retest these lows. And depending on what the manner it will be, it could answer the question what we will get in a result. But currently, with this bearish dynamic pressure, personally, I do not want to buy the Bitcoin right now. The one thing that I would like to get, I will show in the full time frame chart. So take a look what we have actually here. Well, you already know about this type of action, ABCD, COP target, what I'm talking about previously many times. I will not repeat the same. So the butterfly that we have specified is still valid. As you can see, yes, price action very slow, but we do not see reasons currently to cancel it. The one thing that I would like to get, and that could assure me that maybe it makes sense to consider taking the long position, I would like to get this one. Sorry, not this one. It's just the wrong pattern to choose. This one. Well, if we will get this kind of action, right? Completion here, or maybe market will reverse right from here, it doesn't matter. I would consider taking the long position around 45 in this upward action. So that's what I would like to get as a confirmation of the possible reversal. At this point, yes, maybe this is so-called vital point where you could grab and take the position at the perfect price because market should turn up right from here. But the problem here is that you can't tell definitely whether the market will go higher or not. And this is something that's calling usually classically as catching the falling knife. I prefer to get confirmation first and then put the trigger. So if market will return back up above this area, it tells me that something is changing. Moving back to the 52 area and on retracement with this right arm, this will be significantly safer to take the position rather than trying to catch the bottom right here. Although, of course, it's not forbidden. You could maybe trying to take the risk with a small part of the position. And if you will get lucky and indeed market will turn up right from here, this will be just perfect entry. But in general, that is the conception. So it's what I would like to see. And now take a look where we stand right now. Where I think currently at this moment we're relatively far in time from the moment that we would like to see in price shape. And with this ABCD pattern, I still think that as we have the bearish dynamic pressure here, chances that the market could spike down, complete the COP and 35, 36 area and 1618 extension with this BC leg and the butterfly pattern actually that we have on the daily chart. It's very probable. That's the reasons why I'm staying inside from taking the position. Finally, on the hourly chart, as I said, because market shows very short-term action, take a look. We have actually the same butterfly that we're considering here. This is the same pattern. But right now, it is, well, it is just a part of it. It's called the free drive buy. So market just has completed this A, B, C, top, D pattern, hits the 618 support, shows the minor pullback and minor reaction on the support. And actually this pattern is also already worked out because it's just the 30% retracement once it has been completed, and that's approximately 30% of the whole downward action. So I do not see something to do with it. It is not the part of some larger bullish pattern. So here I also see nothing interesting. So for me, the bearish dynamic pressure that we have on the daily chart has more value than the price behavior that we see on the hourly chart. That's why my conclusion is that I think that it's not time yet to take the long position. So, and currently I do not see lots of things that you could do on a Bitcoin for some logical trading. So we don't have any patterns. We have the bearish dynamic pressure. So theoretically, maybe you could consider taking the short position, but currently it will be not very comfortable. It's because you will have to place stops somewhere that's above the zero. It's too far for current context. Well, and well, in the current moment, I think that we need to wait a bit and actually no even short-term stops we have that we could consider right now.